is in our screen, you can say we are having the users, we got the internet, we are having the load balancers, and we are having the servers. Now, over here, the users, what they will be doing is they will be trying to access the resources that are present on the server. But if all the traffic it will be getting forwarded to a single server, what will be happening is soon after some time, the server will be getting down. It won't be able to provide its services. Now, to mitigate that issue, we are having the load balancer that is going to check the health of those servers, the resources we are having of those servers. Now, on the basis of that, it is going to equally distribute the traffic among them. By doing it, we will be able to make sure that a single server it is not getting compromised due to the excessive amount of your the request over there. That is what we are using as a load balancer. So later on in our upcoming session, we will be also talking in depth for this load balancer, how they are working, what are the different types of algorithms that are present for our load balancers. So all these things, that is what we are using for ensuring the availability. Afterwards, we got the next one as the authenticity. So guys, when we are talking about this authenticity, authenticity is what? It is a process we are having and that we will be able to make sure that the other user is the genuine one, right? The other user we are having is the genuine one over there. We will be able to ensure the genuinity of a user, the system, or the data. For that, let me give you an example. So whenever we are accessing any site, what do you say, guys? How you're confirming that it is a genuine site? Any guess?
Uh, there is a lock sign on the address bar and it is HTTPS, so we
Yeah,
make
most of
sure
that
that it's secure.
yeah.
Yep.
That's one way of checking. Another is like that's more in-depth analysis to check whether the website has proper trusted certificate.
Yep.
Certificate, it's helping, right,
Yeah.
for the searching
The
that.
the digital certificate we are having, right? Now, on the basis of that, guys, you were talking about this lock, the padlock we are having. If I'm clicking on it, it is saying that connection secure, and it is saying that we are having that it is being certified, verified by the DigiCert. Click on the more information, and on the basis of that, it is going to show us the page info. If I will be clicking on this view certificate, so this is the digital certificate we are having for this LinkedIn. Now, on the basis of that, we will be able to ensure that this particular site with whom we are interacting is the genuine one, right? So over here, we are using the digital certificate for ensuring the authenticity of the websites over there, as well as if I will be giving you another example, like over here, if I will be going back to this LinkedIn, right, it is providing us the option of your sign in. Now, and the sign in, what it will be doing is it is going to ask, right? And the sign in, what it will be doing is it is going to ask for the credential, the user credential we are having. Like it will be asking for our username and the password, right? It is going to ask for the username and the password we are having. Now, on the basis of that, what will be happening is if we will be providing the correct credential, it is going to provide us a access of it. Otherwise, it will be saying that incorrect username or the password. So we are using the passwords, the pins, the biometrics we are having, or the smart cards, the digital certificates we are having for ensuring this authenticity.
Sir, it is a one type of authentication.
Yeah, authenticity means we are talking about the authentication or the process we are having.
Yeah. Sir, one more question. If we are creating that Windows certificate of authentication in our Windows server, that is the
Mhm.
same way?
Nope, nope. Like over there, when we are talking about the digital certificates, we are having the
Yes.
types of them. Like if we are the one who is creating them, it is going to be our a self-signed certificate that is going to have the value inside of your own network, right? Outside of the network, it is not going to prove anything. Like in our organization, whenever we will be connecting with our systems, with our network over there, we will be having a digital certificate that has been created by the admin over there, right? Like whenever we will be connecting with the
If
VPNs.
someone using my devices network switches, firewall, wireless access, like some kind of devices, they need a particular username and password when they are logging on my IPs and host name, some kind of this is the certificate, correct, which we are creating for our
Yeah.
Windows network authentication devices.
Yeah, like over there, if we are specifically like along with the credential, we are also creating the digital certificates over there that will be used for authenticating them. That is what we are using. But still, as I was saying that it is only going to have the value inside of your own network
Own
if it
net.
is a self-signed certificate or
Okay.
inside of your organization.
Yeah. Yeah.
No worries, like later on during the time of the cryptography, we will be again talking in depth for them, like how the digital certificates are being created, as well as what are the different types of the digital certificates we are having in the market, and many more. Right now, afterwards, the next one we are having is the non-repudiation. Any guess? Any idea, guys? What is this non-repudiation we are having?
Like to check the message or any file that we have got is from the sender that we were expecting.
Yep, yep. Like over there, when we are talking about this non-repudiation. It is being used for ensuring the proof of origin, right? On the basis of that, if you're not having this non-repudiation over there, then the sender of a particular message, he cannot later deny, right? He can later on, he can deny that what will be happening is I have not sent those information, right? But over there, if we got this non-repudiation over there, so with the help of that, the sender of a particular message, he cannot later deny on being sending that message, as well as the receiver of a particular message, he cannot also later deny on being receiving that particular message over there. That is what we are having as the non-repudiation. Like what we can do is we can configure this non-repudiation over there in our emails. With the help of it, what will be happening is we will be configuring the digital signatures over there, and those digital signatures they will be helping us to ensure the the non-repudiation over there. With the help of that, the sender of a mail, he cannot later deny on being sending that mail, as well as the receiver of that particular mail, he cannot also later on deny on being receiving that mail over there. For that, if I will be giving another example for the noun repudiation, like what we are doing is we are using the CCTV cameras, right? What we are using is we are using the CCTV cameras over there. Now, with the help of the CCTV camera, we will be able to record all the activities that are getting performed over there, right? We will be able to record all the activities that are getting performed over there. Now, on the basis of that, later on, a preparator cannot later deny on being performing those actions, right? So for that, that is what we are having as the non-repudiation. Are we clear?
Can you repeat this attacker part again?
Yeah. Like over there, let's say you're going to your office, right? Now, once you will be reaching to the office over there, you will be finding that a system it is powered on, as well as what is happening is it is unlocked. Now, let's say what is happening is you will be going ahead and you will be making some changes on that particular system. Let's say for the fun, right? But due to that, what is happening is that particular system it is getting crashed. That whole system it is getting crashed over there. Now, on the basis of that, once we will be trying to find the information like who performed those activities. So at that time, you won't be able to say that I have not done those activities. Reason being, all the actions that are being done by us, they will be getting recorded by the CCTV cameras, and later on, they will be able to say that, yeah, we are the ones who has performed it. So with the help of it, we will be able to track all the actions, and they will be able to work as a evidence, whether we are
Okay.
talking for the communication, whether we are talking for your access over there.
So Ashish, in the non-repudiation, right? You're saying so it means like we are keeping the logs, some kind of logs, right? For
Yep,
the action.
yep. The
And
well,
okay. And you have also mentioned in the non-repudiation digital signature. So what means of that?
like we are using the digital signatures for binding the users or the sender's identity with that particular message over there, so that the sender's identity it will be remaining adhere to that particular mail or to that particular message. So the digital signatures we are commonly using to ensuring the non-repudiation by binding the sender to a particular message over there, so that he cannot later deny on sending that message, right? If we are
That
talking about if we are talking about the logs over there, so the logs we are also using for this non-repudiation. With the help of that, we will be able to have the information. What are the actions that are being done by that user in his system?
okay. So do we have any examples for the digital signature? Because I'm a bit confused between that those that certificate and the signature.
Yeah. Like over there, when we are talking about this digital signatures on the mail, or let me just, okay, I think I have just removed that previous paint file. Okay. So over there, what will be happening is like whenever we are trying to can say send a particular mail over there. Now, on the basis of that, what we'll be doing is we need to can say go ahead, we need to can say configure the digital signature on our mail. Now, with the help of that, what will be happening is like let's say first I need to move ahead, I need to can say authenticate, right? First thing I need to can say authenticate on my mail that yeah, I'm the genuine user. Once I will be getting the access of my mail, then what will be happening is I will be writing some message, right? And while I will be writing that message, what I will be doing is I'm also going to ensure the integrity. For that, I can use the hashing to ensure that that particular message is not getting altered over there. Now, afterwards, what I have to do is I will be adding my digital signature on that particular mail over there, right? I will be adding my digital signature on my mail. Like, let's say if I will be giving a small example, you're trying to send me a, you're trying to send me a post over there, a letter. On that letter, on the bottom, you will be writing a signature. You will be manually signing that particular letter so that with the help of it, I will be able to confirm that this particular letter has been forwarded by you. Now, once I will be, you can say, opening that letter, I will be finding your sign over there, your signature. I will be able to confirm that, yeah, we are not having any type of, you can say, impersonation. That, yes, this particular letter has been sent by you. Now, when we are talking about our mails, on the mails, what will be happening is we will be going ahead, right? We will be going ahead and we are using this hashing, right? So over here, when we are talking about the hash, what is happening is the sender, he will be going ahead and let's say he's writing a message like your hello. Now, after that, what he will be doing is he is going to encrypt our sender, right? He will be also creating the hash, but what he will be doing is he is going to encrypt the hash of the original message by using the sender's private key. Right? So over here, the digital signature means to say the hash of the original message that has been encrypted by the sender's private key, that is being called as your digital signature. With the help of that, what will be happening is the moment you will be receiving that particular message, you will be also going ahead, you will be checking the hash. And if you will be finding that both the hash, they are, you can say, matching with each other, with the help of it, what will be happening is we will be able to ensure that, yeah, it was being sent by that specified sender, as well as we are not having any type of alteration over there. So for that, we are having this digital signature. Are you able to grab it? What do you say?
Yes, Ashish.
So that is what we are having as the digital signature. Or let me give you another example over there. Right. So guys, over here, when we are talking for this digital signature on our emails, let's say we are having the two users, right? For that, we are having Dilip and we are having your Vijay. Let's say we are having Nitesh. Right? We are having the two users as Dilip and your Nitesh. Now, on the basis of that, what will be happening is, like, let's say Dilip, what he wants to do is he wants to send a mail, right? He wants to send a mail to your Nitesh. Now, on the basis of that, Dilip will be going ahead, and what he will be doing is he's going to use his own private key, right? He will be going ahead and he will be using his own private key to create a digital signature, right? For whatever the content we are having on that particular mail. Then after that, he is going to send that mail to Nitesh. What he is doing is he is going to send that particular mail to that Nitesh over there that will be containing the original mail as well as it will be containing the digital signature as well as what it will be doing is it is also going to contain the public key certificate we are having. Now, later on, Nitesh, he will be receiving
Sorry,
that particular.
sorry, I have to interrupt. But so, firstly, the message is created, then it is encrypted, and then the whole file is hashed. So, after encryption and hashing, that hash value is encrypted again using sender's private key, right?
No, 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 no. Like over there, what we are doing is we are not making the hash of the whole data. Instead of that, like let's say I'm having a message like your hello over there. Just a second. I'm having hello. And after that, I will be creating the hash of it. And then what will be happening is we are going to make, let me write it in the another print box. Just a second. Yeah, over here. Let me write it more silly. So over here, let's say we got the hello. And after that, we are going to create the hash of it. Now,
Hmm.
over here, what we are doing is we are just first, we are going to encrypt the hash of the original message by the sender's private key. Afterwards,
Okay.
the whole message will be again getting encrypted with the help of the receiver's public key over there. But what we are doing is we are specifically going ahead and we are encrypting the hash with the sender's private key. And this hash that has been encrypted with the sender's private key, that is what we call as a digital signature. That is containing the identity of the sender.
And what is this green box? It's a public key, you said?
Yeah, the public key of the receiver. Like for that, we are
Okay,
having the
okay,
asymmetric encryption, which we
okay.
will be talking.
Discussing later. Okay.
Yeah,
Encryption. Okay. So when the sender will receive, he will use the public key to decrypt it.
yep, the
Okay.
public key
Yeah.
with the help of
So
that.
public key, yeah, public key, he will decrypt it, and then he will then what he will do with the red thing?
Okay, okay, no worries. Okay, we are still having the time. So what do you say, guys? Is everyone up for understanding what we are having in our screen so that you won't be getting confused later on? public key of user A. Right. So over here, what we are having is we are having a user with the name of A, and over here we are having another user with the name B. Right. So on the basis of that, over here we are having like the public key of user B, and we are having the private key of the user B. Private key of user B. Now, over here, whenever we are starting our communication, what we are going to do is we are going to exchange our public keys with each other. Guys, we never ever share our private key with each others, right? What we will be doing is we are just going to share our public keys. So please focus into the colors, right? Our user A, he has shared his public key with this user B, and our user B, he has shared his public key with user A. Now, on the basis of that, both the users, they will be having the three keys. There are two keys of their own and the third key of the other party. Now, on the basis of that, let's say our user, he wants to send a message like your hello. And what he will be doing is, after writing that hello message over there, he is going to calculate the hash of the hello message. Then he is going to encrypt the whole hash, right? He is going to encrypt the hash by his own private key. Now, whenever we are talking about this asymmetric encryption, we are having a rule. Any message that has been encrypted with the private key, that should be only getting decrypted with the public key. And any message that has been encrypted with the public key over there, that should be getting decrypted with the private key. We are not using the same keys. We are using the vice versa. On the basis of that, what will be happening is after encrypting the hash, he's going to encrypt the whole message we are having. Then afterwards, he is going to forward, he is going to forward this whole message over there to this user B. And later on, this user B, he will be receiving this whole message. And you can see what is happening is the whole message has been encrypted with the receiver's public key, that is your green color. Now, as we have written previously, like a rule, any message that has been encrypted with the public key, that should be getting decrypted with the private key. So for that, our user B is going to use his own public key. Sorry, he is going to use his own private key for decrypting this public key we are having of this user B. And with the help of that, he will be having a message. He will be having a message and the hash value. But again, the hash value is encrypted with the sender's private key. That is your red color. But our user B is already having the public key of our user A, which has been shared, which has been exchanged during the time of starting the communication. That is your green, that is your blue color over there. So with the help of this public key, the blue color, he will be able to decrypt it and he will be able to find the message that is your hello as well as the hash value, right? But over here, our user B is not going to stop over here. He will be going ahead. He will be also writing this hello message. He will be also calculating the hash. If both the hash values, they are you can say matching with each other, he will be able to ensure the confidentiality, the integrity, as well as the non-repudiation of our data. It was being maintained. They are not compromised. So that is how the digital signature it will be working. That is how the asymmetric encryption it will be working in the real-time scenario. Are we clear with this? Anyone having any questions, any queries?
So firstly it is hello, and hello message is firstly hashed, and that
Mhm.
hash value is then encrypted with the private key of user A. After that, next step, what was the next step? Like it is the whole thing is encrypted?
Yeah, The whole thing, the message as well as the encrypted hash value.
Oh, the whole thing is encrypted via?
The public key of the receiver.
Oh, okay. Got it. Thank you.
Now, let me tell you the reason why we are performing all these actions, right? See, guys, over here, the mode of communication we are using, that is, we got as your internet, and anything that is connected with the internet, it can be hacked, right? Because the attackers, they are sitting in the internet, right? The attackers are sitting in the internet over there. So if they will be intercepting our communication, so they will be able to find the information what we were exchanging. Now, during that time, what we have done is before starting this communication, we have exchanged our public key with each other, right? Now, the attackers are present, they are intercepting our messages, so they will be able to find the public key which we have exchanged. Right. So over there, the attackers later on, they will be still intercepting our communication. They will be able to find this whole encrypted message. Now, over there, if the attackers, they will be trying to decrypt the whole message over there. So what they will be doing is they will be trying to decrypt it, right, with the public key. But actually, you guys can see over here for decrypting the whole message, we are using the private key of the user B. And the private keys are never ever getting shared. And because of that, we will be able to ensure the confidentiality. The attackers, they won't be able to find the true data which was being shared. Are we clear? Great. So that is what we are using as the digital signature when we are talking about the non-repudiation. Later on, we will be discussing about in-depth. We will be also trying to create the digital signatures we are having. With the help of it, we will be practically able to find the information how they are really working. So, guys, that is what we were having as the elements of information security. And then afterwards, over here, in both the cases, when we are talking about the cybersecurity or when we are talking about the information security. In both the cases, we are trying to protect our data, our resources, our systems from whom? From a person known as your hacker. Any guess? Any idea who is a hacker?
Could be anyone.
Okay.
Could be hacktivist. Could be internal person.
Hacker is a person who get the control of the system
Uh-huh.
or
Okay. Let me brush it up. Now, when we are talking about a hacker is a person who is having the sound knowledge of the system and the network, right? He will be having the answers of all the WHY questions that are related with them, right? On the basis of that, when we are talking about the hackers, guys, like whenever we will be hearing the word as the hacker, generally in our mind, we will be thinking about the malicious peoples, right? Or the peoples who are having some malicious intentions. But over here, when we are talking about the hacker, right? A hacker is a person who is having the sound knowledge of your system and the network. Now, on the basis of your hacker, we are having the types, right? They can be good, they can be bad, right? On the basis of the types over there. Like over here, what we are having is we are having the black hat hacker. we are having the black hat hacker. Now, the black hat hackers are the types of the hackers who will be having some malicious intentions. It means that they will be performing the hack for their own personal benefits. That is what we are having as the black hat hackers, right? Now, it can be for the financial reason, it can be some other reasons over there. That is what we are having as your black hat hackers, right? Like they will be performing the hack for their own personal gains, right? Now, we can understand them like a hacker who is having the sound knowledge of your system and a network, but they are going to utilize their knowledge for the destructive purpose. That is what we are having as your black hat hacker. After the black hat hacker, we are having the white hat hacker, the white hat hacker. So the white hat hackers are the hackers who will be performing the hack, right? But always they will be following the book. They are never ever going to go out from the book over there. It means that, like we are having your ethical hackers, we all are sitting. I hope everyone is aiming to be an ethical hacker, right? So, on the basis of that, guys, when we are talking about this ethical hacker or when we are talking about this white hat hacker, right? They are the hackers who are having the sound knowledge of the system and the network, and they are going to utilize, they are going to use their knowledge for the constructive purpose. They are never ever going to break the rules, right? Whenever they will be performing the hack over there, first they will be getting the proper permissions from the organization. Now, once they are authorized to hack, then only they will be going ahead, they will be performing the hack. So for that, we are having a lot of different types of agreements. That is what we have to sign over there before starting over these hacking activities. We will be later on discussing about it, like what are the different agreements, that is what we have to sign, what is the process we are having for it, so that everyone will be able to get to know about it. Then, after this, we are having the gray hat hacker. So, talking about the gray hat hackers, the gray hat hackers are the combinations we are having for the white hat and the black hat hackers. Now, on the basis of that, what they will be doing is they will be performing the hack once they will be getting some opportunities. Like for that, if I will be giving you the example, I hope you guys have heard about the bug bounty hunters. Have
Yes.
you guys heard of? Yep. So the bug bounty hunters, what they will be doing is once they will be finding a particular opportunity, they are going to grab it, right? So they are like the opportunity based. So on the basis of that, our bug bounty hunters, what they will be doing is, like, let's say they will be finding a particular target, they are going to exploit it, they will be finding the vulnerabilities on it, and then afterwards they are going to report it to our organization. Now, afterwards, after assessing that particular report, right, our cybersecurity professionals, they will be able to understand what is the severity, the impacts we are having for that particular vulnerability that has been reported by our bug bounty hunters. On the basis of that, they are providing the rewards, right? So our gray hat hackers, they are like the opportunity based, right? On the basis of that, they can be good, they can be bad on the basis of your decision, on the basis of a particular opportunity. Like in our day, they can work as a white hat hacker over there. On the basis of that, they will be performing the ethical hacking. Now, whatever the data they have found about our organization or the night, they can also sell it to some other party. And because of that, the organization they are going to face a big loss, although we will be having a lot of legal issues after it. But yeah, that can be like our gray hat hackers, a combination for our black hat and the white hat hacker. After this, we are having the script kiddies. Now, talking about the script kiddies, guys. So the script kiddies are the types of the hackers we can say, or the people who are not having in-depth knowledge about the hacking. They do not know what is happening over there. So what they will be doing is once they will be finding an opportunity, they are going to grab it and they are going to use it. Like we can say, like the peoples with some curious minds, they will be going in the internet, they will be searching how to hack Facebook. Right now, on the basis of that, whatever the scripts, whatever the tools they will be finding on the top of their screen, what they are going to do is they are going to use it to hack on the Facebook. They're not having the in-depth knowledge like what are the legal obligations we are having around it, what are the, you can say, what are the repercussions we will be having after performing that hack. Right? That is what we are having as the script kiddies who are not having the in-depth knowledge about them. Then, after the script kiddies, we are having the next one as the suicidal hackers. So, talking about the suicidal hackers, so these are the hackers who know the legal obligations, who know the legal outcomes, unlike our script kiddies. But it's still, what they will be doing is, even after finding the information that, like if they will be performing a hack, they will be getting, you can say, behind the bars over there. But it's still, what they are doing is, they are still performing the hack. They are not worried about getting caught. That is what we are having as the script kiddies. So, sorry, the suicidal hackers means that they are also skilled, they are also having the in-depth knowledge about the system and the network, but is still even finding the information, right? Like when they will be finding the information that if I will be performing this step, I will be getting caught. So still they will be making that call. That is we are having as the suicidal hackers over there. Means like they are emotionally convinced so that they are not worried about getting caught. Afterwards, we are having the state sponsored. So, talking about the state sponsored, it means that these are the hackers over there, or these are the peoples that are being employed by the government. It can be the national government, the state government we are having, or the country government we are having, right? On the basis of that, means that the government is simply paying for them to perform those activities, like to spy on some other government over there. What are the works that are happening? Like we can say, like as example, if I will be giving you, they will be hiring some people for the CIA over there who will be trying to spy on the activities that are being done in some other areas. That is like the state sponsored we are having, right? For it, if you guys will be looking, then we are having the APT one that is being attributed to the LPA over there, right? The government we are having in the China, right? You guys can find the more detailed information and the internet for it, right? We are having the APT one. Then afterwards, we got the cyber terrorist. See, guys, when we are talking about the cyber terrorists, or when I'm talking about the word terrorism, whenever this word terrorism it is getting attached, there will be always the loss of human life. Now, any cyber activity that is leading to the loss of human life, it is being known as your cyber terrorism. And the peoples who are responsible for performing those activities are being known as the cyber terrorist over there, right? So that is we are having as the cyber terrorist. Afterwards, we are also having the hacktivist. Right. So over there, what we are having is we are having this activist over there. So what they are doing is like the hacktivists are the types of the hackers over there, right? Who will be trying to, you can say, work for a particular agenda. It can be your political, it can be your social, it can be also their own ideological agenda over there, right? So on the basis of that, what we are having is we are having these activists over there. Right. So for that, we are having some famous group, like we are having one of them, that is what we call as the anonymous group. Now, over here, what they will be doing is the anonymous groups, right? They are working for a particular agenda. Like for that, you guys have heard about them many a times, like whether we were talking about the Doge coins, whether we were talking about the Paris attack, whether we were talking about the activity with the name Black Lives Matters, and all those areas, this anonymous group, they were coming into the picture, and what they were doing was they were going ahead, they were, you can say, connecting with the media, they were connecting with the internet, or they were saying that, like, what we are going to do is we are going to perform these types of activities. Like, whether we were talking about the Russia versus Ukraine war, in that particular scenario, also, the anonymous group, they were trying to support the Ukraine, right? But in the other hand, many places it is being said that the anonymous group, it is from your Russia over there, but still they were trying to support the Ukraine. So it means that they are performing, they are working for a particular agenda over there, right? So it doesn't matter whether that particular agenda it is good for the society or not. If they are thinking that it is good, so on the basis of that, they are going to use it. That is, we are having as the activist. Then after that, we are having the insider. Now, guys, when we are talking about this insider, or if I'm talking about the malicious insider, it means that over here we are having a particular word that is what we call as the disgruntled employee. Employee who is not happy with the organization, who's not happy with this manager, who's not happy with the workload or the politics around him and the organization, then they tends to become malicious, right? Now, we can think or we can imagine like a person who is having the access of the very confidential information in the organization. Now, later on, if he will be, right, later on, if he will be selling those information to some other organization, so because of that, how much loss our organization they can face, we can imagine it. That is what we are having as the insiders. Now, whenever we are talking about this insider threat or the disgruntled employee, it is not always related to the employees. Even our business partners, they can also become this insider threats we are having. Is it clear, guys? The hackers and their types?
Yes.
Great. Now, after this, we are having the faces of hacking. Now, over here, the very first phase, we call it as the footprinting. Then we got the scanning. The third phase we are having as the gaining access. Next one, we got the maintaining access. And the last one we got as the covering tracks. So over here, we got the very first phase, that is what we call as the footprinting over there. And the footprinting phase, this is the very first and the most important phase we are having while performing this hacking or the ethical hacking. On the top of it, what will be happening is the attackers, they will be first going ahead and they will be trying to gather as much information as they can about the victim over there. So for that, what we are having is we are having the footprinting over there. And it is also the second module we are having of our this curriculum, right? So footprinting is what? It is of two types. We are having the active and the passive. We will be discussing about it when we will be moving into our second module in depth as well as the practically how we are performing this footprinting, how we are gathering the information about the victim, right? So in short, when we are talking about this footprinting, it is a process in which we will be trying to gather as much information as we can about the victim so that we will be able to narrow down our search area. Because if I will be looking in your internet that I'm having a target with the name Ajay, I will be trying to find the information about him. So because of that, what will be happening is I will be having the millions of users who are having the same name as your Ajay over there. Right? So because of that, what will be happening is it is going to take a lot of time when I will be trying to compromise, when I will be trying to compromise the user accounts or to attack on the username Ajay. So that is why I need to gather the information regarding the victim. Name, Ajay. I will be narrow downing my search area so that I will be having the specific victim. Afterwards, once I have gathered the information about him, I will be going ahead. I will be moving into the face name scanning. In the scanning phase, what we will be doing is we will be performing the three steps. First, we will be finding that whether the victim system it is live or not. When I'm talking about the live, live means to say whether it is powered on, it is connected with the internet or not. So for that, what we are doing is we are having your scanning over there, and that I guess everyone has used the utility name ping. What do you say, guys? I guess everyone has
Yes.
used that,
Yes.
Yes, sir.
right? So ping is what? It is a utility we are having, a very small utility that is being used for finding the reachability of our target. With the help of it, we will be able to find the information whether our target system it is reachable or not. Once we have found the information regarding the reachability of our target, we will be going ahead and we will be trying to find the information what are the ports and the services that are running in our target system. Right. So when I'm talking about the ports, like we are having the port number 80 that is being used for the HTTP. We are having the port number 443 that is being used for the HTTPS. So ports are what? Ports are the gateways through which a computer will be providing its services. Right. So that is why we will be trying to find the information, what are the ports that are running in our target system, so that we will be able to perform our attack on those ports. Right. After once we have found the information about the ports, we will be trying to find the information about the vulnerable services that are containing some weakness, so that we will be able to perform our attacks on top of them. Now, once we have found the information about the weakness, those vulnerabilities, are you saying something, Sunny?
Hello.
Yeah. Yes, Sunny. Were you saying something?
Yes, sir. Go, sir.
Okay. So over there, guys, once we have found the information about the vulnerabilities, the weakness, we will be going ahead and we will be trying to take the advantage of them, right? So that we will be able to gain the access of our target system. That is what we are having as the gaining access. Now, once we have gotten the access of our target system, what will be happening is the victim, if he will be finding the information about us, he will be trying to kick us out from that system. That is why over here we need to maintain the access, right? What we have to do is we need to make the persistence inside of that target system so that we will be able to remain inside of a system for the longer period of time, unless and until we have not achieved our business objective or our that attacks objective over there. Now, after this maintaining access, we are having the very last, we are having the very last phase, that is what we call as your covering tracks. Right. So over here in the covering tracks, what we will be doing is we will be going ahead and we will be trying to remove, right? We will be going ahead and we will be trying to remove all the evidence of compromise, right? Because guys, over here, whatever the activities we are doing, right? Whatever the activities we are doing over there, what will be happening is all the things will be getting recorded inside of our target system as a log, right? All the things will be getting recorded inside of our target system as a log. Now, when we are talking about the logs, logs are what? Logs are the treasure trove that will be providing us information what happened, when happened, and how happened over there. So the forensic peoples they will be able to find the information about it. Now, over here, what will be happening is the hacker they do not want to get caught over there. So that is why they are going to go ahead and they will be trying to remove all those evidence of compromise over there. Right. So that is we are having as your covering tracks. If I will be giving a simple example for that, let's say I will be going ahead, or like let's say guys, instead of having this virtual class, we all are sitting in a physical room. I will be asking to Gautam. Hi Gautam, can you please give me your mobile phone? Since my mobile phone is giving me some errors and I need to make a urgent call to my friend. Now, on the basis of that Gaurav will be giving me his mobile phone, and just by looking into his mobile phone from the call logs, I will be able to I will be able to say that to whom he was calling last night, what was the call duration, and many more. How I am finding the information? Using the call logs. Now, if he do not want anyone to find that information, what Gaurav he will be doing is he will be going ahead and he will be removing all the call logs. He will be either deleting them or either manipulating them. So that is regard as your covering tracks. Are we clear with this, guys? The faces of your ethical hacking.
Yes.
Anyone have? Great. So, guys, this is all we have to discuss today. And tomorrow we will be going ahead, we will be talking about the system and the network that is like the prerequisites we are having. Now, is anyone having any questions, any queries so far which we have discussed today?
Not this time, but I will again revisit this video and then
Sure.
can we ask all right tomorrow or next week?
Sorry, can you please repeat?
We can ask a query next week also, right? For
Yeah, no problem with that. Along with that, I'm also creating the WhatsApp group. Let me drop the link for it.
Also,
Yeah,
please share your email as well, Ashish.
Gautam, look for that. Everything will be getting shared from the WhatsApp group over there. Like whether
Okay.
I'm talking about the study guides, whether I'm talking about the notes and all the questions and queries, you guys can ping me over there. No problem with that.
Okay, and what about the module book?
That is also I'm going to drop it in the
Okay.
WhatsApp group.
Okay. Good to know. Thank you.
Hello,
Yeah.
hello. Sir,
Yeah,
you have
Aditya.
shown an image with a rare file
Mhm.
attached. Uh, the practical I have not understand clearly. Is it discussed? Discussing it. This will discussing on future also.
Yep.
Uh,
Like, yep.
okay,
Later on, when we will be performing our attacks over there, at that particular period of time, we will be discussing about it in depth.
okay, okay, okay.
So, guys, I've just dropped the link for the WhatsApp group in the chat box. Please, everyone, join it.
Great, good job.
Thank you, Ashish.
Thank you, everyone. This is all we have to discuss over here. So, everyone, please join the WhatsApp group, and then we will be calling it for a day.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Ashish. Bye bye.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining in. See you tomorrow. Have a great day ahead.
Have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, guys.
Um, सर
Yeah. Hi, Nagesh.
सर अभी पूछ सकते हैं डाउट या व्हाट्सएप पे मतलब कभी भी पूछा तो चलेगा
Yeah, sure.
तो एक्चुअली मेरा डाउट ये था जैसे कि हमने वी एस एफ मतलब वेनम का यूज़
Yeah.
करके पेलोड क्रिएट किया है
Hmm.
तो एक्चुअली पेलोड तो क्रिएट हो रहा है और एक गेम की फाइल मैंने एपीके फाइल ली है उसको मैंने
Hmm.
बाइंड फॉर बाइंडिंग पर्पस बाइंडिंग हो गया बट जैसे ही मतलब इंस्टॉल करते हैं एंड्रॉयड 14 में एंड्रॉयड 12 में तो प्ले प्रोटेक्ट की वजह से ब्लॉक हो रहा है तो उसको बाईपास कैसे करना वो नहीं समझ में आ रहा है और
For that you have to use the encoders. Like over here, what is happening is we are creating the malicious payload that is getting detected because we are having a process named vetting. Our play protect, it will be able to find the information about it. So that is why what we can do is we can go ahead, we can perform the crypting over there. On the basis of that, we will be encrypting the source code of that particular malicious application. So while performing the reverse engineering, they won't be able to find the information whether it is a genuine one or the malicious one.
और जैसे कि मैंने मतलब मैनुअली डिसेबल किया था मेरे विक्टिम मशीन मतलब मेरे घर पे एक मोबाइल है उस पर मैनुअली प्ले प्रोटेक्ट डिसेबल किया था तो
Mhm.
सेकंड डाउट ये आ रहा प्रॉब्लम ये आ रहा है मुझे जैसे मेरा मतलब विक्टिम का फ़ोन और मेरा लैपटॉप सेम नेटवर्क इंटरनेट से कनेक्ट है तभी जाके MSF6 जो है उसमें कनेक्शन एस्टेब्लिश हो रहा है जैसे विक्टिम का फ़ोन जो है वो इंटरनेट कनेक्शन चेंज करता है तो कनेक्शन क्लोज हो रहा है
Yeah, because both the machines will be sitting in the different network. That is why, on the basis of it, you have to either use the public IP address so that you will be always able to connect with your target system. Because the private IPs will be only working inside of your network. So either you have to use the public IP or you have to use the forwarding.
सर
Then
जैसे
you
कि
will be able.
वीवेयर में दो नेटवर्क जैसे नेट से हम कनेक्ट कर सकते हैं और नहीं तो ब्रीच मैंने
Mhm.
ब्रीच से कनेक्ट करके मतलब ब्रीच की आईपी डिफरेंट है तो उसी का यूज़ करके मैंने एक पेलोड बनाया एल होस्ट एल पोर्ट सब सेट कर लिया बट जैसे ही विक्टिम मोबाइल का कनेक्शन मतलब इंटरनेट कनेक्शन चेंज करता है तब कनेक्शन मतलब क्लोज हो रहा है एमएसएफ में
Yep.
एमएसएफ कंसोल में तो ये मुझे डाउट मतलब जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल कोई भी विक्टिम जैसे हम किसी के भी मोबाइल में एपीके सेंड करते हैं तो उसका तो इंटरनेट कनेक्शन डिफरेंट ही रहेगा ना तो
Yeah. Yeah.
उस
That is true.
हम्म,
In that particular scenario, what you can do is like on your malware, on the
हम्म,
malicious payload which you are creating, you will be providing the information. You will be providing the IP address of
हाँ,
our target of our attacker system so that it will be having the information what is the location we are having the attacker and it will be able to connect with that. But over there, at that particular period of time, you will be requiring the public IP address to make
ओके
sure that always the victim it will be able to connect back to the attacker.
ओके
Question.
Sure.
That Android, it is possible to root from our end, or there is some application we required that system,
We will
target
be able
system.
to, we can route it. Like if we are able to gain the access of the target system over there, we
We
can
are
route it
Kali.
remotely. Yeah, via the Kali you can do it, or for our Androids, we are also having a lot of application which we can install directly. Like we are having Kingo root, we are having
Kingo root
one
I
click
tried,
root.
but sir, it was not working in my like old phone for the testing purpose.
Yeah, so for that, like you have to look for the specific versions, like what are the versions that are getting supported by those tools.
Okay. And this is like including in our package for the like any kind of practical it's available for that via Kali. That
Uh, like we are having the you can say the mob SF and many more, which
mm,
are available like in the Hack the Box, like those platform already. The labs are created over there, as well as I'm not remembering a free lab that is also a good one. Like you will be just creating your account and you will be playing with that lab, and you will be able to
if
perform
you
the
don't
practice.
mind, can you share me that link or some kind of name so I can try from my end?
Yeah, I will be dropping in the WhatsApp group.
Okay, sir.
So
Thank you.
you guys can gain the access of the lab and you guys can get a trial access. That is, I
Yeah.
guess, for your 1 or 2 months, and you will be
Yeah.
able to learn about it.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Have a great day ahead.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you again.